You're sitting on the couch, your dog jumps up for a cuddle, you wrap your arms around them, and then it hits you. That thick, musky, sour odor, somewhere between stale corn chips and an old gym sock. It clings to your hands, your blankets, your furniture. So you do the responsible thing. Wrestle them into the tub, scrub them down with a heavily scented bottle of shampoo. For about 48 hours, they smell like fresh lavender. And then that same sour smell creeps right back. Frustrating, isn't it? It can make you feel like you're somehow failing at basic hygiene, or that your dog is just naturally a smelly dog. Here's the good news. That's very likely not true at all, and today I'm going to show you a genuinely different way to handle it without another dreaded bath. Hi everyone, I'm Dr. Sarah Peterson, your neighborhood veterinarian. Today we're talking about the skin microbiome and chronic dog odor. Because a persistent smell is almost never just a dirty dog problem, it's usually a sign that something deeper is out of balance. Grab a notebook, because we're doing a full masterclass on healing this from the inside out. Chapter 1. The real truth behind dog odor. Before fixing the smell, we need to understand where it actually comes from. In veterinary medicine, a strong, persistent odor is rarely just normal dog smell. It's usually a secondary symptom of something bigger happening underneath. Chronic odor very often traces back to an underlying allergy, whether that's food-related or environmental, like grass or pollen. When a dog is dealing with an allergy, it triggers low-grade, body-wide inflammation in the skin, and that inflammation weakens the skin's natural protective barrier. Once that barrier is compromised, the skin's microbial balance tips, allowing bacteria and yeast to multiply rapidly. That corn chip or cheesy smell isn't dirt at all. It's essentially the scent of an overgrown colony of yeast and bacteria feeding on irritated skin. Here's something worth genuinely sitting with. Healthy dogs without significant underlying skin issues generally don't carry a strong odor. A healthy dog typically only needs bathing every 4 to 8 weeks or so. When an already itchy, smelly dog gets bathed weekly with strong commercial shampoo, that repeated washing strips away natural oils and the skin's protective acid layer, essentially removing part of its own defense system. Within a day or two, the skin often overcompensates by producing even more oil. Yeast flourishes again, and the smell returns, sometimes stronger than before. The real fix isn't stripping the skin further, it's helping restore its natural balance. Chapter 2. The 60-second topical fix. So if frequent shampooing isn't the answer, what is? This is where a simple pantry ingredient becomes genuinely useful: apple cider vinegar. Bacteria and yeast tend to thrive in neutral, damp, inflamed environments. Vinegar is naturally acidic, and when applied to the skin, it shifts that environment in a way that makes it much harder for yeast to survive and multiply. Here's a simple rinse routine worth trying. In a spray bottle or bowl, mix a 50-50 combination of apple cider vinegar and room temperature water. Never use it undiluted. Apply the mixture over your dog's coat, paying special attention to the areas yeast loves most: skin folds, the groin, the belly, and the armpits, especially in breeds with more folded skin. One important safety note: never apply this rinse to open wounds, raw scratches, or active hot spots, since the acidity will sting significantly on broken skin. This is strictly for intact skin. Let the mixture sit for about 10 minutes, then rinse lightly with plain water. The vinegar scent is noticeable at first, but fades quickly as your dog dries, and it tends to take that stronger odor with it. If your dog's skin looks particularly red or irritated, there's a helpful upgrade here too: a cooled green tea and apple cider vinegar blend. Green tea carries natural antioxidant properties that can help calm redness and inflammation. Brew a half cup of strong green tea, let it cool completely, then combine it with a half cup of your vinegar mixture. This combination offers a gentler option for more sensitive, inflamed skin, while still addressing the odor at its source. Chapter 3. A gentler DIY shampoo when a bath is truly needed. Sometimes a real bath simply can't be avoided. Maybe your dog rolled in something they shouldn't have. In those cases, rather than reaching for a heavily fragranced commercial shampoo, consider a gentler, homemade base using pure Castile soap, a plant oil-based soap free of harsh synthetic detergents, which cleans effectively without stripping the skin's natural microbiome nearly as aggressively. A simple recipe to keep on hand. Combine 1 tablespoon of pure liquid Castile soap with 1 cup of water in a bottle. If you'd like, a small number of drops of a gentle, well-diluted lavender extract can be added purely for scent and its mild, traditionally recognized calming properties, always used sparingly and diluted appropriately for use on dogs. This creates a noticeably gentler option that cleans without completely disrupting the skin's protective balance the way many commercial formulas can. Chapter 4. Healing from the inside out. We've addressed the surface, but if we stop there, we're only managing a symptom. Remember, odor is very often an inside problem showing up on the outside, so real, lasting change comes from supporting the body internally too. One approach some holistic-minded pet parents use is introducing a small amount of diluted apple cider vinegar orally, in addition to the topical rinse, with the idea that its natural enzymes may support a more balanced internal environment over time. If you choose to try this, always start with a very small amount mixed into water or food and increase gradually, since introducing anything new too quickly can occasionally upset a sensitive stomach. This is something worth discussing with your vet first, especially for dogs with any existing digestive sensitivity. Beyond that, addressing internal inflammation matters enormously. Dogs dealing with underlying allergies are often carrying inflammation throughout the body, and incorporating a quality source of omega-3 fatty acids, such as flax oil or fish oil, can help support the skin's barrier function from within over time. These healthy fats work gradually, supporting the body's own ability to maintain a more balanced, less yeast-friendly skin environment. As always, dosing should be guided by your vet based on your dog's specific weight and health history, since needs vary quite a bit, dog to dog. Chapter 5. A word of caution and bringing it all together. Before we wrap up, an important caution. You may come across recommendations online for certain potent herbal remedies, like licorice root, described as a natural anti-inflammatory alternative to steroid medication. While there is genuine interest in herbal anti-inflammatories in holistic care, potent herbs like this carry real risk, particularly for dogs with any underlying heart, liver, or kidney condition, and should never be used without direct veterinary guidance on dosing, duration, and whether it's appropriate for your individual dog at all. When in doubt, always loop your vet in before adding anything new, especially anything described as a natural steroid alternative. So, let's bring this all together. We talked about why frequent, harsh shampooing can actually work against your dog's skin rather than for it. We covered a gentle vinegar rinse for quick topical relief, a softer homemade shampoo option for when a real bath is unavoidable, and the importance of supporting the skin from the inside through gut balance and healthy fats, always with your vet's guidance on specifics. I know dealing with a chronically smelly, itchy dog is genuinely stressful. It can even affect how comfortable you feel cuddling up with them, and then the guilt creeps in on top of that. Please know you're not doing anything wrong. Skin is a complex, delicate ecosystem, and it's easily thrown off balance. By moving away from harsh stripping products and instead supporting that natural balance both outside and in, you're not just covering up the smell, you're working toward actually resolving it. What kind of dog do you have, and have you ever noticed that distinct corn chip smell around their paws or ears? Tell me in the comments. I read every single one. If this masterclass gave you a realistic plan today, please hit that like button. It genuinely helps this reach other frustrated pet parents dealing with the exact same thing. Subscribe so you never miss the next one. Give your dog a big, guilt-free hug for me tonight. Trust your instincts, and I'll see you in the very next video.